This video is to help you complete the learning community case study for your students. Obviously, the most important part of a learning community is your students. When you have a good idea of your students' backgrounds, where they're coming from in terms of their demographics, academics, their social issues, you'll have a much better chance of adjusting your lesson plans so you can maximize their learning. To learn more about your students, I found a lot of resources for you to explore. Because it's a little overwhelming, I expect you not to read everything or include everything in your case study. What you should do is focus on what do you think is the most interesting aspects about your students. What do you want to know about them? There is a sample student work for this section in step 4 so you can get a better idea of what you're supposed to present. Keep in mind also, we had said that writing is only one of the options. You can do things through video and pictures if you want to illustrate what you know about your students. Here, there are 3 things I need you to be able to do or use or describe about your students. First one is just your general descriptions of the students themselves. I would like you to know about your students' demographics, their SES and academics. I would like you to know about their social problems and influences at their school, and also any interests that they have and also how they take care of themselves. That's the first part. It's really an in-depth description of your students in general. Remember, you can also find students themselves and interview them and find out what they're going through. The second part of the paper is seeing how your students have changed over the years. And so if you go through your DOE School Status Improvement Report, it will have old reports and new ones. Take a look and see if there's anything changing at your school. Is the poverty rate going up or down? Is the demographics changing? And in this way you can see some of the trends going on. Step 3 is I want you to know what your students' rights are at your school. So as you look through all these different types of laws, choose 2 that you want to focus on. You could look at equity laws, you could look at First Amendment laws, and you can look at Fourth Amendment laws. The idea here is that you get a chance to explore some of the current legislative challenges that students have been undergoing in the past few years. Whatever the case, you pick something that you're interested in. You organize and synthesize your answers for the 3 steps that make sense to you. And again, you don't have to write. You can do it some other way if you want, but there's a student example of writing if you'd like to see that. It needs to be electronic, but as long as you get it electronic, it can be produced any way you want. So you save your answers or electronic media and then hold on to it and move on to the next section for teachers. Okay, that's it.